Welcome to Macy's Cooking Corner. I'm your host, Daphne Daines, and we have the handsome Tyler in the kitchen today.
It's good to be here.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. I want to learn all about you because you have a history, don't you? I mean, you were born here, right, in Utah? Mm-hmm. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I was born here in Utah. My father is from Peru, and he's from a northern part called Trujillo.
Okay.
And this is where the cultural food that we have here today is coming from. Ah. I'm born here, and I've lived here my whole life, and I've been to Peru.
Did you like it?
A couple of times. I did. I love it.
Oh, and I love the fact a male person who's cooking. We don't have many male chefs, cuisiniers, or whatever you want to call them. But anyway, cooks, right? You're a cook today, or chef, future chef. Is that correct? Or are you a chef?
Aspiring.
Aspiring chef. All right, and what are you going to today?
So we have a few things that we're going to do today. We have two appetizers. We have a dish called papas a la huancaina, and that's going to be potatoes with a spicy cheese sauce. And so we have our potatoes here. I've cut up a few. We also have a few other potatoes. This is not raw,
there. By the way. You have cooked it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these potatoes, they were boiled.
Okay.
They were submerged and boiled for about an hour.
Oh, okay. So on low heat, obviously. So hour? Yeah. And you managed to cut them up. They weren't mushed up, so.
Some of them were a little bit soft.
Okay.
Nice taste.
Yes.
And then we'll be putting a cheese sauce, with a little bit of lettuce, boiled eggs that have been cut up. And the cheese sauce contains what we call ají. It's a yellow chili pepper from Peru. And it also has cream cheese, evaporated milk, some pepper, and a little bit of oil. Nice.
Is this a typical Peruvian dish?
Yeah. So this dish is typical of Lima. Although Huancaina is a name that refers to the city of, or the place called Huancayo. And Huancayo is to the east of Lima, and the potatoes actually are supposed to be from Huancayo.
Okay.
That's where it kind of originates, but all of the infusion of the people of Peru, they bring different ingredients from everywhere. And we have papas a la huancaina. Papas
a la huancaina, okay, see, I almost got that, didn't I? Now, I want to know, what got you interested in cooking? I mean, I know there's a lot of male cooks out there, but what got you interested? Because you're fairly young, right? You're still at school, right?
Yeah, I'm 22 years old, and I'm studying at UVU right now for business. What got me interested is I was at my uncle's restaurant in San Diego, and I was there to do dishes. Wow. But he had me come over to the kitchen, and he said, all right, here you go. You're going to make a ceviche. And I'm like, no, Uncle, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know how to cook. Never cook in my life. And that's a special dish, isn't it? Yeah, it's
cooking with raw fish. I mean, yeah. Okay, carry on.
So the raw fish, the onions, the sweet potato, put it on a plate, went to the customer. Wow. Plate came back from the customer, and it was clean. And that was one of the best moments of my life. And I knew then, I was like, I like cooking now. Really? So and you carried on, or? A few years later, 3-4 years later. And
now you're here on our show. Well, I feel privileged to have you here today. And so what are we going to start off? So what are we going to start off doing?
We're going to start off with something called Yucca Frita. I have some pieces of yucca that have been boiled. It took about an hour to boil them all the way through. And they've been cut up into little wedges, little triangles.
So do you have it, I mean, usually if I was to cook potatoes for that length of time, I think it would disintegrate. So do you have it on a low heat?
This one was a high heat.
It was a high heat for an hour? Oh, okay.
Yes, it was. So an hour for high heat. And I'm going to put some of these into the fryer here so that we can get them cooking, and then we'll move on to papas a la huancaina.
That sounds good. And how hot do you need the oil? And does it matter what oil you use, or how much, or what?
So we're using just basic canola oil that we got here from Macy's.
Oh, all of this was from Macy's, right? Everything here.
Except for this little jar of yellow pepper comes from Macy's. And you can find this at local Latin markets. We found this one from the Spanish Fork Latin Market as well.
Okay. And there is one?
Wow. There is one. It's on Main Street.
Okay. So missed that.
I'll just put a couple of these into our fryer right here. It looks like the oil is nice and hot.
Oh, wow.
So we'll get that going.
Whoa. So if you have a deep fat fryer, you could use one of those, or?
Yes. Well, this is not really a deep fryer, but it's has enough oil that it will cook everything.
Oh, it smells like fries.
Yeah.
Love that.
And the good thing about having a lot of oil, you would think that having a lot of oil would make things really greasy.
Absolutely.
But if you don't put enough oil into something, then it actually becomes greasy. So
then it's just soaking. Oh, the heat. Is it because of the heat as well?
The heat does make a little bit of a difference. So we'll let these cook here, and we'll get started onto our papas a la huancaína.
Okay. And this is, how long would you cook that for?
Until they're golden and crispy.
Okay.
So.
All right, that sounds fantastic. Okay, and so then.
While those are cooking, we'll talk about yucca for a little bit in a second. We'll start with our papas a la huancaína by heating up some of our evaporated milk that I have opened up here.
Okay. Can you use normal milk? Why do you use evaporated milk?
It has a certain flavor that is just a little bit different from
cow's milk.
Yeah, just normal.
Cow's milk, but
just normal. Yeah, just normal milk. So it has this rich flavor that we like in the sauce. So we're just going to heat this up till it's warm.
Okay.
And we'll put it in the blender with some other ingredients that we have here.
Okay. Wow, it smells really good here right now, and I'm sure you wish you were here in the in the audience.
All right. So while that's heating up, we'll get our blender that we have here, and we'll put about 18 saltine crackers and the cream cheese on the side here.
All right. So do you use the whole packet, or?
We'll use the whole packet of the cream cheese.
Now, if you're in Peru, do they have cream cheese then, or do they use an alternative substance? I mean, or food?
So in Peru, they use what we call queso fresco, and this is pretty similar to it. It's fresh, creamy, right?
Fresh cream?
Yeah. Queso fresco means fresh cream. Fresh cheese.
Fresh cheese, okay. So do they make their own and then use that? Oh, okay.
They make everything fresh down there. And so we'll put a few of these crackers.
And what do they use for crackers?
They'll usually use what we call, I forget the word, it's like a soda cracker, cream crackers.
Cream crackers,
I haven't been able to find them around here.
I love cream crackers. We have cream crackers from England.
So I'll just put that over there.
Kind of my favorite, one of my favorite crackers.
Right, and if you could just pass me the spoon.
Oh, spoon. Comanche.
So I'm just gonna put this cream cheese in here.
Now, do you use all of it?
We do use all of it.
Wow.
So.
Interesting.
And since the cream cheese is fairly cold, that's why we're heating up the
milk.
The milk so that it will.
How long do you warm the milk up for?
I put this milk in there for about 3 minutes. Once it starts to boil, we can take it out.
Oh, okay.
But 3 minutes is pretty good, I think, for the time. It
is very good.
So thank you.
All right.
All right, and we'll just put a little bit of oil.
Okay.
That we have. Over
somewhere.
Here. All right,
so we've got half a packet of saltine crackers. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, and
now we're just going to put a little bit, just a touch.
Cheese.
You could put probably a teaspoon of oil into our little cream sauce here.
Okay.
And I'll put just half a tablespoon of.
Do you want to use this one?
Yeah, sure. I'll just grab another one right here. We'll use about half a tablespoon.
Okay.
Although if you don't want it to be too spicy, then
I can smell that even. That's how
we'll
concentrated it is.
So we'll let that be there. Let it simmering, get everything in there.
Okay.
And so now that our milk is pretty warm, it's bubbling, we'll put that in here.
Oh, wow.
Get that going. All right.
Okay.
So now everything is in here pretty much.
Okay.
And we're gonna blend this together and we'll make our cream sauce.
Okay, whilst he's doing that, we're not gonna say anything right now, just in case.
Okay. We'll just put a little bit more of this into there.
Did you taste it?
I'll taste it in just a second.
Well, I love these colors that are right here. Is this parsley?
That is cilantro.
Oh,
so,
cilantro.
Tastes great, right? All right, so we have our cream cheese here.
Okay.
And so we're gonna get a plate and we'll put the potatoes on top of some lettuce. Right here.
Okay.
So we'll take...
So now you're garnishing, or this is what they would eat.
Right. So we're gonna put this together, make it look nice. Okay. So I have a few potatoes here that we can put together, like this.
Okay.
Right, just a few. This is meant to be an appetizer. And typically this is served cold in Peru.
The potatoes?
This dish.
Oh, really?
This is typically served as cold. Our family likes to eat it warm. Yeah. And so...
I would too.
Right.
And what occasion? So is this for dinner or is this at a party? When would something like this?
It could be for lunch.
Oh, okay.
People have this when they go out to eat.
A light lunch?
A light, or first course kind of thing.
First course, okay.
So we have our main dish, and this will be like the starter to what we have here.
That sounds good.
So I'll take a little bit of the sauce here.
Wow.
And I'll put that over, like so. And then once that's there, we can put our egg on top right here. And then we have a couple of olives that we can usually put on the garnish.
Oh, right.
And there you are. There's...
Oh, did you have were you going to put an onion thing?
No, that'll be for the yucca.
Oh.
What we have called yucca frita.
Yucca
will be
frita.
The fried yucca that we have right here that looks like it's coming along pretty well.
Oh, very nice.
Right?